Hi everyone, it's Stacy from Dies to Die For. I know it's been a long time since I've made a video, but life just got really hectic and crazy and I haven't had the time or opportunity to make one. But I am back to doing them every Tuesdays and Thursday. We are going to start out our video series with a new Halloween card because we're coming into spooky season and that's my favorite. So let me show you how I made this card. I'm just gathering my pieces real quick. We used the Flourish die, the explosion background die, and this is a way I've been waiting to use this die for a while. I just haven't been able to make many cards. The spider is from our spider and spiderweb die. I just used the spider for it. And then the bats and moons, I use the bats. And our spooky blood drop words, I use the spooky word. I'll let you know what dies we use. Let me get started here. This is our slimline size. I already have the slimline done. I don't know, in all the past videos, I've been showing you an A2 size and then how to modify the dies for a slimline size. I don't know if you guys are still interested in seeing both styles or not, but I think for right now, to make my videos a little shorter, I'm just going to have the A2 size done, or the slimline size done, so that I can show you guys how I modified it, but not necessarily do this size during the video. So let me show you how I did the A2 size card. And I do have an A2 sample that I already did. I glued them together. Darn it. Okay. But I couldn't find it. Okay, what I did was I started out with my A2 size paper, and then I took my black ink and just went around the corners. I took 2 of my flourish and cut them in pieces, and then I just took my back layer of my explosion background and kind of laid it down and then decided where I wanted to glue them down so they were showing through a little bit. I think I had it that way. Like that. Okay, now the explosion background. I've been waiting to make this a spider web because the second I made it, I thought it'd be a cool spider web. Let me get my pieces and show you how I made it kind of look like a spider web. I actually did it 2 different ways. In this, I went around the edges of I cut 1 of each of the explosion pieces, went around the edges with black ink, and then I glued them all together like that. I'm trying to find my black ink. Here it is. And then I just took my ink pad, and this can be a little bit tricky to figure out where to start, but I just went like that. And see, it's not perfect. I went off a little, so I'm going to redo it. Having your pieces all glued together seemed to be a little bit easier than the original way I did it. Anyway, you get the point. You just keep going around like that. The original way I did it was I took each layer and I put the lines on, and then I glued them together. Like I already put the lines on that layer, then glued one down, and then I would take my ink and go like that. This made it a little bit harder to line things up. I'm just going to go ahead and do all of these. And one of them that I made, I did mark a dot in the center so that I knew I could line it. I could bring all those lines right to the center. This is my piece for there. Glue it on, make sure I have it the right way. Hope I missed one right there. That's okay, because you can fix it. And this isn't meant to be like perfect lines. It's meant to look a little messy, because that's the only way I can do things, a little messy. And then take your ink pad and just repeat it all the way until you have all the layers done, like that. See this, let me see. I use this technique when I did the slimline card. I think that you can get the lines a little finer on that, so I kind of like those. This technique I used on my A2 card. Let me finish showing you how we put this together. This is a really easy card to make and fun. Okay, glue this down. Once I've inked all my pieces and glued them all together, I flipped that again, or did I not? Nope, I did not. Okay. On this explosion background, one side is a little bit thicker than the other comes to more of a point. So I want the side that comes to a little more of a point on my right side, because that's where I'm going to put my word at. Get it good and glued down. And then take my spooky word, and I inked it with red. I'm using Simon Hurley's Game Over and Simon Hurley's Shady. So I already have my word inked. It's going to go somewhere around there. I want it to kind of cover that center, because when those lines all come together, it looks a little chaotic to me. Go ahead and glue this down. Okay. Now I have 3 bats from our Bat and Moon die. I'm going to use 2 of the larger size and 1 of the smaller. And then our spider, I've already inked his back red a little bit. And now I'm going to take my black ink pad, because I want a little bit of red in the center. I don't want it all red. I'm just going to take my black and go around. And again, this is going to be kind of messy. It doesn't need to be perfect, as long as you just get the idea of the red showing through. Just take your time, and if you get a little bit of black on the red, that's fine. Do the rest of the spider. Then to smooth these, because when you use the ink pad, the lines tend to be a little more harsh. To smooth the lines out a little bit, make the ink a little more even, and take your brush. Just kind of even it out a little. I'm going to add a little ink over that. Alright, here's our cute little spider. I did a card, I think that will be coming up in a video, where I just curved his legs and put a pop dot on him. He's so cute that way too. Actually, should we do that on this card? Yeah, let's do it. That's not the way the original. Ooh, I broke his leg. You get the idea. We'll have a 7-legged spider. Okay, there's my pop dots. I knew I grabbed those babies. I'm going to glue him down, and I'll attach his leg back on him later. Or should we just leave him 7-legged? Maybe he got into a vicious fight. If I do the spider popped, I might want to do one of the bats popped up though. And I want him over here a little bit. Just crawling down. There's his leg, so I don't lose it for later. Okay. Now my little bats, I'm going to put the two bigger ones kind of behind my explosion background. Am I off camera again? Probably. My new setup. In my new house, we moved. That's part of why it's been so long since I have done a video, but my new setup is, it's nice. I have an office that I can close the door in now, which I didn't have before. I had an office, but it was in my loft area, so I know you guys could hear the kids screaming all the time, or coming home from school and interrupting the dog barking. Anyway, now I can close my door, but with my new setup, I can't really see the camera while I'm working on stuff. I'll have to work on my setup a little bit. I was working on getting the lighting right today so the videos aren't too dark. Oh, I said I was going to put no, he's too small to put on pop dots. So we'll just have the spider popped up. If you wanted, you could leave his wings free. That would pop him up a little bit. Like that. Okay, see, nice and simple. And there are multiple dies used in this because we're using just little pieces, but super simple and fun card to make. And here is our slim line. The slim line I used was 8.5 by 4 inches this time. All right, hope you enjoyed a rather quick card video, and I will be back again Thursday with another video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.